Hello everyone and welcome to Behind the Desk. It is 5 o'clock exactly, well, other than Perry the Platypus, and I am doing very well. I hope everyone out there is having a lovely day. I'm having a lovely day. Sad. This is going to be the last show of this semester, unless I do any random shows over the summer. This will be the last you're hearing of my voice until then. If you'd like to hear more of me, please go onto the Spotify. But yes, today's show, not entirely sure what it's going to be. I've basically been doing coursework and trying to get coursework completed and having meetings, so haven't prepared anything specifically, but I have a rough plan in my head of what we're going to do and what we're going to discuss, so hopefully should be a fun 2 hours. Or at least for me to have a little bit of a break. But, yeah. I don't think there's anything else I need to mention. I always have the problem of putting in a really long bed at the start and then not knowing to talk about. Oh, I do have something to talk about actually. So, when I came into the studio today to set up the show, it was really laggy. So, I'm not sure really what's going on, but Playout 1 has been very laggy today, which is the first time it's done it, which is great. So, we're going to see what's going on. It's possible that the show might stop at some point and there's just been no audio. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we'll have to see. I'm assuming I'm going out live. Yeah, it looks like I'm going out live, so that's fine. Wonderful. But yeah, so hopefully that's not going to cause any problems today with glitches or anything, but that'll be down to see if there is any problems at all. Yeah, we'll have to have a look at that. But yes, this show is going to be a combination of stuff I've been doing recently, some updates on some other things, and talking a little bit about what's going on over summer in relation to the studio. That's really a good idea. But for the moment, we'll play some songs. So I've gone through the songs that have been recently added to the system and played some of them, or edited. So we've got Rewrite the Stars from The Greatest Showman, It's a Sin by Pet Shop Boys, Outro by M83, and Chelsea Dagger by, I don't know how to pronounce that, and I'll get killed if I get it wrong. So, people, see you guys in a bit. Enjoy! Hello, stream. Oh, yes. Interesting day today. I've been just, over the last week, I've been trying to get coursework finished. And I'm doing pretty well. So I've handed in all my coursework except from one, which is my Graphics 2 piece of coursework, which is due next Monday. And I've been just slowly completing it. It's the brief roughly was to create a game in Unreal Engine 5, but to focus more on graphical effects and that kind of thing, and physics. So I've tried to create my original plan was inspired by Psychonauts 2. If you've never played it, very much suggest it's a great game. And actually, hang on, I will quickly load up something so I can show you. Psychonauts 2. Is that going to get what I want? Yes, but I can't. How? There we go. Psychonauts 2. There we go. So, let's quickly go to this one. So, these are some images on Google. Other sites are available. But Psychonauts 2, really fun game. One of the levels, or a group of levels, was called the Feast of the Senses. And it had a bunch of different levels based on the different senses, being vision, audio, vision, sound, touch and taste, I think. But yeah, so it's got a bunch of different levels which are based on the different things. We've got a lot of vision ones here. Can we have someone else, please? This is also vision. That's not the right one. Yeah. Apparently, vision is the most common one to show. I hope I didn't scroll something bad down here. Nah, it's fine. So, yeah. It has a lot of different senses, so it covers the different senses, and that was my main like inspiration to start with. But then I went on that and it's like, these are going to be really difficult to do all of them, so instead I'll do one, and I'll do vision because that's what I'd started working on at the time. So the main basis of the level is that it applies different effects to the player's view or changes the player's viewpoint. Like at the start of my game, you're spawned in a snowy area. When you walk out into the snow, you get a frost effect over your eyes. And when you get into a maze, has a lot of different lighting effects around. It used to be that when you walked in the maze, a giant eyeball from the sky becomes your point of view and you're looking down. But I tweaked that. Instead, you get to the maze, in the centre is a collectible, which is a giant glowing eyeball, which is where the main inspiration from Psychonauts really is. When you collect that, it teleports you into kind of like a cavey moon area. It has edited gravity because that was one of the things that on the marking scheme. So, tweak with gravity. Done. That has platforms that you have to jump across to get to a portal at the far end. When you get through the portal, you're transported into another maze. This one has the eye looking down at you with a kind of, I'm gonna call it a void vignette. It's got some static around the outside that's kind of purpley blue kind of colour. So it looks kind of voidy, dark energy kind of thing. And you have to redo the maze that you've just done, obviously in reverse, but you're looking down. And when I had it the other way around, it was too simple. Like, when you walked in using the vision, it was really easy to get out. That is not the case now. It is very difficult because, of course, when you start, you're doing just a flat maze and you haven't seen everything. And so when you're just looking down, it should be easier to get out. But I actually find it more difficult, interestingly. Not sure why, but it's the case. But yes, and then when you get out of that, you come into a little town area, and then you can walk through the town to get to your final area, which is a platformer that kind of goes up and has a camera looking at you from the center platform inside of a crystal. And then you get the final collectible and you finish the game. Very simple game, focusing heavily on different shaders, different graphical effects, textures, that kind of thing. Though I'm not an artist, so the textures are basic or are using noise to create different shapes, which does it looks a little weird sometimes on moving objects because I'm using void and world location to create the texture, so the platforms kind of, I'm gonna call it bubble and morph as you move them, which looks very cool but was not the intention. But because it looks cool, I'm going to stick with it. And if it's mentioned when I show it off, I'll be like, it's the intention. It's a feature. But no, yeah, I've been doing that recently and I've been really enjoying it and getting that done. And then, of course, doing like the side documents, getting a testing log done, a game design document, all of that thing. And so I've been doing that and yeah, it's been really fun. This is the first time I've really had a deep look into Unreal Engine from this uni module, and I've enjoyed it so much that I think I prefer Unity to Unreal Engine to Unity now. I prefer coding in C, C++ instead of C#, and I think it's mainly because of the header and CPP files that you get in C++ just work better in my head. It feels like it should be more work, but I think I prefer it, so I'm not entirely sure how that's happened, but it has. Never mind. But yes, so today, I'm not, as I said in my introduction, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing. I haven't really made much progress on Project Honk, unfortunately. and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get Unreal working on this PC. I don't have there's too much happening on here, and I just don't have the headroom to actually do this. There's so many things running and so many things loading at one time that, yeah, I don't have the headroom to run Unreal at the same time as this, annoyingly. And I haven't made another build, so we're gonna have to go with not doing that, which is a shame, because I have made some developments on Project Honk. I've basically done all of the developments on the Unreal side. I just need to now get Python to... I could write Python here, actually. Oh, that's something I could do today. Python Unreal Engine 5 API. What does this do? Great, still more songs. I think my thoughts are I might be able to use the Unreal Python API to interact with the actual file, but I don't know. 5 Python MPI built project. Controlling a built project using Python. Let's do some research. So there's a specialized constructor that you need to do, and you basically start a server that allows you to start a local server that allows Python to interact with it. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Yeah. Okay, that's doable. So, all I should really need to finish Project Honk is to create a Python script using the Unreal API, and the way here that can, first of all, get the chat, which we've already done with the clock. Get the chat for the stream and constantly be checking that. If there is a new member, throws it into the interfaces with Unreal and changes the data structure to contain that chat member. And from that point onwards, I can really develop everything, because all I'd need to add custom commands in Unreal is to add another thing to that data structure. So add another thing to the chat data structure. And if a person sends a command, send that command through to Unreal and be like, jumps. And so it will make it jump or something like that. Does a backflip, flies, runs into the screen, shouts at me, causes an audio effect. Who knows? I don't think it's a good idea giving chat the power to honk. But we'll have to see. This, while I'm developing this through Phantom, this is something I can use other places, which could always be fun. But Phantom's kind of giving me the excuse to kind of develop it and to build it, and hopefully it becomes something. If/when I do get it working, I promise I will put a post on the Instagram showing it off, showing what work was done and that kind of thing, because I have been really rubbish at doing Instagram posts recently. Speaking of, I'm going to create a post. Yeah, I'm going to create a post on Instagram. Hopefully. Create a new post. Now here's the fun part of me having to try and find my logo on my phone somewhere. There we go. Tell you what, let's actually do... Let's do a selfie. Of this semester. There we go. Should have just created, hopefully, a new post that's going to go on the Instagram. Have I done it right? Certainly looks like it. There we go. I did the social media. Yay! Just gonna check that I am. Lovely. Everything is working as it should be. Yeah, so something else I've been doing recently is today I had kind of my first meeting about my dissertation, or what I'm going to be doing for my dissertation next year. And I'm so excited about it. So much that I've basically rushed, well, not rushed because I am basically done, but trying to rush to get all of my graphic stuff done so I can start working on it. And I have talked about it on here before, about me trying to create a sign language interpreter. So I'm sure Stream will be bored of it by now, but so excited. There's so much stuff that I'm going to be able, that I need to dig into and actually do a bunch of research, which is going to be really fun over my summer. And I don't mean that as a joke. I'm going to really enjoy doing all this research. I've got 40 seconds until I go back live. What am I going to talk about in this section? Probably let's have a chat about Project Honk. I'll cover with the radio what I just went over with Project Honk. And hopefully it'll be great. And get ready to press 2 buttons. Just a vibing. Here we go. Tim Radio, live from Kettleston Road. Hello everyone, welcome back. In the break for the radio, not a break for the stream. They've been listening to me talk for the last about, what was that, 15 minutes? But yes, in the break, I went over with the stream some of the stuff I've been doing recently, but also about the much talked about, hardly any evidence of, Project Honk. I have been working on Project Honk when I've had time, which hasn't really been much recently. But Project Honk is basically completely done, almost done, on the Unreal Engine side, just to build the Python script to interface with it, and supposedly Project Honk will work flawlessly. Whether that's actually the case or not, I don't know. But what I'll do is, over the following weeks, over the summer at some point, I will get Project Honk working and make a post on the Instagram detailing probably a video of me with Project Honk, getting it working in the background. And hopefully it should be really good. But yes, for those that don't know, or those that have never heard me talking about it, which would be impressive because I'm pretty sure I've talked about it every time, every show for the last, 3 weeks. Project Honk is my project, or is my personal project to create a better way for the chat to interface with me here on stream. Be that with little geese, pixel art geese that I made myself, that walk onto the screen once you've typed a message, and then sit down. Currently, that is all they're able to do. There will be developments if I get it working where they will have special commands to do stuff, or maybe their chat messages will appear above their heads. Who knows? But yes, that is Project Hunk, and I have built the goose spawning mechanics. It spawns geese, and I've built like the way that chat is stored. I just haven't actually built the way of getting chat, which is kind of a big part of it. But I'll be using Python, supposedly with the same code that I used to make the clock over there. For anyone that either tuned into the stream or heard me talking about it a couple of weeks ago, when I built a different studio clock that had the YouTube chat on it. I'll be using a similar system, just instead of displaying it, I will be storing it in a file. Hopefully, a file that I can access using the Unreal Python API, which I have been doing a little bit of research into on the stream and at home, that should allow me to make an API and to run a server from Unreal for Python to connect to, so it connects into that socket, and then can edit information. But we will have to see how well that goes, and I promise this time I will actually post something on the Instagram, and I have done a post, so should be fine. But coming up for the radio, we've got some more songs instead of me yappering. I might go off on the stream as well, but we will see. So coming up we have Too Sweet by Herzia, Dancing in the Moonlight by Top Loader, Sweater Weather by The Neighbourhood, and Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen. So please enjoy, and I will catch up with you in a little bit. Bye! Hi stream, I'm gonna have a chill for a bit, because I've kind of run out of this train of thought. So I'll do some research while I'm chilling, and then hopefully get some more things to talk about. But I'll be back in a little bit. While I'm gone, please do head over to the radio if you want to listen to some songs, which is at I'm quickly tried to just remember what it is, but alas, I cannot remember the union address off by heart. /media/live? I think that's what it is. Let's find out. /media/live. What does that give me? Nope, that's not what it is. Get involved. Student-led services. Phantom Media. Phantom Live. Ah, SLS Media Live. Close. But I've sent a link in chat. If you'd like to listen to the radio while I'm busy looking up stuff and doing research, then please do. If not, I will be back at about 22. So I will be back in about 16 minutes. Bye. Would help if I had the correct thing set up to transition, wouldn't it? Hello. Hi, stream. So I've been doing some looking, and hopefully I should be able to get the current version of Project Honk downloaded. It's currently uploading from home, so when that finishes uploading, I should be able to run the newest build, which hopefully should be a little bit less glitchy, is the hope. But we will have to see. For the moment, we're about to go back live, so this is going to be fun. That was quiet. There we go. Hello everyone, welcome back. Oh, I had a nice little break there of just doing some research, but for the moment, let's do some news. I found some news. Let's make sure the stream can see the news. So, apparently, this is from at some point today, actually. Sony's next State of Play stream is 30 minutes of PS5 and VR games, so says this article. So they're doing an event tomorrow, starting at 6 PM EST, and it's just showing off some for 14 PS5 and PSVR 2 titles for some updates. So if you're interested in that kind of thing or interested in PlayStations, have a look. ARM says its next-gen mobile GPU will be the most performant and efficient. 52% better ray tracing and 30% less powerful. Less power intensive. So on Wednesday, IP core designer ARM announced its next generation CPU and GPU designs for the flagship smartphone, the Cortex X925. Wow, I can't speak today. CPU and Immortalis G925 GPU. It claims the X925's single-core performance is 36% faster than the X4 when measured in Geekbench, and ARM says it increased the AI workload performance by 41% with up to 3 megabytes of private L2 cache. So, some more powerful mobile GPUs and CPUs coming out. That's nice. If anyone knows of them, unnecessary inventions on Instagram and YouTube, there is an article here talking, I'm assuming it's an article with them, talking about how they've got so much information, or how they've got so much, or the behind the scenes of getting 1 million followers. So if you're interested in that, please have a look. Amazon is publishing a new open world racer from former Forza developers. No title yet, but the game will be released from Maverick Studios. It'll be coming to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and what else? There is hardly anything about this, but it is led by former Forza Horizon creative developer Mike Brown, and it's got 60 employees in the company. Don't know, there is very little information on it, but there is some. Finally, Sony made a PSVR 2 adapter for PC, which is very interesting. PS2 VR, PlayStation VR 2 headset owners are one step closer to being able to use virtual reality devices with PCs. According to a certification discovered by VR enthusiast Brad Lynch, Sony has developed a PSVR 2 quote-unquote adapter that provides PC support for otherwise PS5 exclusive game device, which would be cool. Sony says it's working. Oh, hang on a minute. No, you're not. The radio is trying to get rid of me. It's not going to work, but fine. That's the news. Got a little cut off there because I couldn't see. Whoops. But I will let you go to some songs radio. So coming up we have Suddenly Seymour, The Code, Vampire, and You Will Be Found. Please enjoy. I will try not to run over next time. Oh dear. First time I've run over, I think. Which is rude. Right. let's... What have I done with... There we go. I'm still waiting for Project Honk to upload. It might take a while. We might have to do it in the next hour, but that's fine. At some point I should have that, so I'll be able to talk about that. Are there any of these I want to talk about a little bit more? I should do some quick research. That one's fine. 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 I really don't know what I'm talking about in this show. I thought I would have thought of more things, but like, there's so much going on at the moment that I really did not have time to plan this. I think for next year, when I am planning to do this show again, I'm going to either be better at planning episodes, which is probably not a bad idea, or try and get another person in, or tweak the format a little bit, because it's always possible to tweak the format into more of like just a generic show rather than a tech flavored one. It'll probably still be tech flavored because I'm on a computer science degree, but hopefully I should have more to talk about. But the last couple of shows, I had a chat with my dad because they came up recently, and I had a chat with him about the show, and he said it's really good when you have other people on. Like when I've had Owen on a couple of times, I've been really talkative and we've been able to bounce off each other. But when I'm on my own, I just kind of die out sometimes. The coding ones kind of worked, but I think there was a lot of time with just blank space of me not talking, which is really boring. So I'm gonna have to try and think of something I can do that's gonna keep me having conversation, because I've kind of covered everything here in the studio, to be honest with you. The studio has been documented, but I kind of run out of things to do. I might try and see if I can do some kind of like how Film Talk sometimes works, where they've watched a film and then talk about it. I might try and do something like that. Either play like a game or use a piece of software and talk through it and talk about what I thought of it. Or even play a game on the show. I don't think there's anything specifically stopping me from playing a game on the show. I mean, YouTube streaming is just YouTube streaming. And while the radio, it might be a little bit weird, but I don't know if that's going to work. I have to have a think about that one. That might work. But I'm gonna go again. I think. I'm gonna go for a little bit until holding has been downloaded and get it working, or until the next talking segment. So, sorry stream, I've just lost all of my energy, which is really upsetting. That's upsetting. I will be back in a little bit, possibly and hopefully with more energy and something to do. Sorry, I am trying. See you in a little bit. No, I don't have holding set up again. Let's drag. Actually, tell you what. No. I don't do it. No, I can't do that. Let's transition to holding. I'm going to try and tweak something OBS, so the holding might change halfway through. We will see. I've just had an interesting idea that I want to share with the stream. So I was thinking about ways that I could create interesting streams. I'll just make it a little bit more interesting. And I've had the idea of a POV stream. So instead of having a camera here, you'd have a camera like here and look out from me. So you'd be able to look at the screens, which I could kind of do with Steve temporarily, but yeah, you'd be able to look at screens and everything. You'd be able to view stuff. You'd be able to see what I'm doing, see how I'd move faders and everything, and it could be an interesting gimmick. Don't know, but it would be a gimmick. It could be fun just to have like a camera that I can wear and then just randomly go POV time. Who knows? Sorry, that was just an idea. I'll let you get back to quite boring holding screen, but I am working on something. Promise. I'll see you in a little bit. Good luck, Bubs. Hello everyone, I'm back, and I do actually have a little bit more energy because I have Project Honk working. Well, I don't have Project Honk working, but I do have Project Honk. I've downloaded Project Honk from my computer at home. I haven't set it up yet, but it is here. I physically have it. Does it work? No, it works as well as the other one. If anything, possibly a little bit worse. Possibly a little bit better. Who knows? But yeah, in the break, I've been chilling. I've been thinking of some things. I talked to stream a little bit, but not very much. Mostly I've been waiting for Project Honk to try and download. But I have thought of some other things I wanted to do. I talked to stream a little bit about having possibly a POV view. So imagine you're me, a little camera just right in the center of my chest looking out so you can see my point of view when I'm doing a stream and a show. Would that be good? Who knows? Please let me know. Either in the comments on YouTube or DM me or at Behind the Desk. I think my Instagram is Behind the Desk. It's either Behind the Desk or Behind the Desk Show. Which one is it? Behind the Desk Phantom. So yeah, please, if you have any ideas or like that idea, message me, DM me, say hello. But for the moment, I think I'm going to try and get holding working, and then we'll see what I'll do. My plan is I'll try and get holding working and up and running, and then tweak around with it, fiddle with it if I can. Of course, because it's a built version, there's not really much I can do, but I can always have a tweak and just see if it works. But for the moment, I'm going to let the radio get back to more songs, because there's not really much the radio can do when I'm trying to load a project. So I'm going to let you get back to more songs. So coming up, we've got Tribute by Tenacious D, Freeze Your Brain from Heathers, What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish, and Crazy Dream from The Lab, playing a couple of our past tunes of the week with What Was I Made For and Crazy Dream, and then playing just a couple songs that are really nice songs. Tribute by Tenacious D, obviously love some Jack Black and Tenacious D in here, and Freeze Your Brain, probably one of my favourite musical songs. Sometimes not, usually is, so we'll see. But yes, for the moment, radio, I will let you go to that, and then me in the stream are going to see if I can get Project Honk fully working. We will see. But yes, enjoy the songs, and I'll catch back up with you in a minute. Bye. Hello stream, I'm still here. So, let's try and load Project Honk and hope nothing breaks down and dies. We will see. Holding aisle. Right, anyway. Nope. There is errors. Oh. Oh. Hang on. What I should actually be able to do is if I paste this, you can see geese. Look. Hang on. Mirrors. I got this. This is me. This is Teo as a test piece. And we have little geese now. We got geese. Hang on. I can do this because then look. We got little geese. They are quite small, I have realised, in comparison to me. But you can prove that this works. Hang on. If I close this, if I reload it, hopefully it should automatically grab it and geese should start walking. We have functional. It's me. Look, hang on. Oh gosh, mirrors. Oh, my goose has decided to sit. Oh, where's Teo's goose gonna sit? Is it gonna sit on my face? It sat on my face. But here you go. Here is the test version, and it's currently just hidden in the background. I'm not interacting with it at all. Nice. And it works. And of course I can transition to holding. And you have little geese there. They are a little small, and they're really unhappy with weight, apparently. It's a little glitchy, but we have geese now. It's funny that it... Right, let's put this on here. Let's actually, hang on. Let's actually call this goose. And I can hide that. And then we just have goose, and I should be able to put goose as a... Oh. If I add a scene, can I add goose? There we go. Just add goose, and then if I get rid of the interact. There we go. Now we just have goose on here, which should also mean I can copy this, put it over regular holding, paste reference, and we have goose. Goose on holding screen. I have little goose over here. You can't quite see that. You can see it just there. Yeah, it is a little glitchy. With kind of like the actual outlines and stuff. Which is worrying. Which is sad, but at least it works. I could probably actually make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Now I've made slightly bigger goose on this one. So now if I ever go to holding, we have goose! Goose holding! This is great. Is it great that they're on my face? No, but is it funny? Yes. Very funny that they're on my face. And I can of course restart it. And supposedly, on both my face and holding screen, a goose should walk, or two geese should actually walk onto the screen. Oh, we've got me coming on my face. Nope. There we go. It's a little laggy on the holding screen in the back, but they are having a wander. I think I'm just going to leave this on in the background. Ooh, this is a good thing to test. What's the usage like? Hardly anything. It's 26% GPU usage, which is much better than like the 100% it was doing before. So the tweaks that I've done to it have worked. They've helped. And it's just chilling in the background. And it's not pushing anything to its limits. Nothing's wrong with it. It's all good. Amazing. Yeah, this is working as it should, as expected. Lovely. Oh. Amazing. This is great. It's also quite good. They've sat over here now, so I can let them chill, and they're not really in the way. They're kind of on my jacket, and also they're just chilling on the holding screen. I'm gonna leave it like this. What I do need to create is using companion. I need to create a new button. Hallucinate Let's actually call this goose. And we basically want to set source visibility in goose. Source being... what did I call it? Is the source called goose? No, source is called interact. The source is not called in. Is the source called goose? Current scene. What happens if I press goose? Oh, okay. That's not actually what I want to do. I want to change the visibility in goose of interact I can't actually find it. Let's rename this to GooseCam. So it's called GooseCam. So in the goose scene, can I change the visibility of GooseCam? Gonna create a new one. Set source visibility in goose. Can I change the source visibility of? I don't even know what that is. I just need it to refresh, and it's not refreshing. There we go. Hey! Now I can toggle goose visibility. Feedbacks. There we go. I can now toggle the goose. This is exactly what we wanted. I only have one song left, but I can now talk about this. Something I do want to do quickly is I quickly bring up this. Oh, I need to add goose to everything now. Base reference? We have geese. Oh, this is amazing. This is giving me all of my energy back. This is great. Right. Something we need to do is in music one. Oh, the geese are the same colour. It might be worth me creating a black outline for them on the sprites. That might help with the glitchiness that's happening here. It's really difficult to kind of highlight them because of course they're not on my view, which is fine. I kind of want them to be, but no, it's fine. Right. What am I here for? Formats. So, as I'm pretty sure I've told you before, our shows work as clocks. As you can see, they do this. Problem is, these clocks have mics off. which it's fine them having mics off. The only problem is when shows have mics on. We don't want them to have that anymore because the mic lights and everything is now set up via Companion. So I basically need to go through everyone's stream and get rid of all of the mics on and save every single one. Alternative endings, which I don't think exists anymore. Mics on. Just vibe it now. Here we go. So I'm now realizing that a lot of people, well, this is, I imagine Josh has set this up. Don't know if that's the case, but it definitely looks like it is. And he set it up so that most shows have 1, 2, and 3, and 1 is halfway through an hour at the start, 2 is a full hour, 3 is halfway through an hour at the end. And yep, 2 mics on, 2 behind the desk. Nice show. 10 off, mics on. Going live in 2 seconds, I think. To Phantom Radio. From Kettlestrom. Hello everyone at home. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm currently going through all of the shows that we have on the system and getting rid of the mics on command, because it's breaking everything and I've only just realised that's what it is. But in the break, there have been some developments. Majorly, there is Geese now. I managed to get the newest build of Project Goose running, and so now we have Project Goose currently running in the studio. Not fully running. Fortunately, haven't got the chat integration with it yet. But other than chat integration, Project Goose is now fully running, which is very fun. And as I said, I'm going through on Music One, our scheduling piece of software. I am going through and removing a custom command that used to turn on and off the microphones. And I'm getting rid of it because it now breaks the studio lights, because we're trying to set it in 2 different ways. And apparently this one is better. Don't know how, but it is. So I'm just having to remove all of the mics on from here. Is this going to break something? Maybe. I honestly don't know. But if it does, oh well. Nothing should break. I really hope it doesn't break, because that's going to cause me a lot of hassle if it does. Of me having to go through and fix all the clocks. But for the moment, how many shows have I got left? I'm getting there. I have got technically 3 shows left, and actually I should be able to save that because I can just delete that. Flawless. Right, that's done. Hello everyone, sorry for being distracted there. But yes, welcome back to Behind the Desk on Phantom Radio. I'm your host, Sky Stone. It is 19 minutes past 6 according to the clocks in here. If they're wrong, I am sorry. Well, they are because my phone says different, but never mind. And I have been fiddling with some things. I've been fiddling with Music One, and I've been fiddling with Project Honk, which, if you're on stream, you should be able to see, if I transition to here, on me and in the background. I'm really surprised it works this well. I'm really surprised the transparency actually works this time. Was I expecting it to break? 100%. But it hasn't, and it is fully functioning, which is lovely. But I've run out of time for this little bed, so Coming up for the radio listeners, you have Every Breath You Take by The Police, The Greatest Show from The Greatest Showman, Waiting for a Window from Dear Evan Hansen, and Wait for Me Reprise from Hadestown. Please enjoy these songs, and I will catch back up with you with some new weird information, I imagine. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Lovely. I'm so happy Project Hunk works. I feel like it shouldn't be working, but it is. It's working great. It's working absolutely flawlessly. So I want to go through back. Well, we're gonna just all of the shows that matter should now. Oh, this is an interesting one. We'll do The Three of Us as well. So The Three of Us is no longer a show. There's a couple of shows on here that are no longer running. But I'd say I like to keep them, as it's a good idea to keep Glocks just in case anyone decides to come back afterwards. But there is something I'm going to have to do. We do our shows in weekly logs. This is this week. However, there are shows that aren't running. We're coming to the end where we have shows that have stopped running or are stopping from running, and it's becoming their last episodes. So, at some point, when there is no more shows, I am going to have to use an option up here and make about 120 something schedules to last us until September. Actually, can I do it from now? Yeah, let's... It's the first time I've done this, so I'm only going to make, like, 5 different... I'm only going to make 5 of them. Oh, there was a way to do this. This isn't what I want to do. There's a way in here to edit the edit log formats. No. Edit. System. File. I need like default. I need to find the default things. Because this is currently what the defaults are. These are the default days. I basically need to set it so that when I'm automatically importing them, there's Monday to Saturday and Sunday. Because those are our ones that have nothing in them. Is it traffic setting? Nope. Is it... I feel like it should be in formats, right? Oh, I think I might have just crashed music 1. Oh no, it's fine. We're fine. It's fine. Haven't broken anything. It's all good. And can I edit the rules? Nope. File. Is it in logs? It's not in edit log formats because that didn't look right. Yeah, that's wrong. Where is this thing that I'm looking for? Hang on. I'm gonna have to quickly look up. Oh, personal OneDrive. Music 1 default day schedule. That's really unhelpful. Categories? No, it's either going to be in format reports. No. I feel like it should be in here. trying to remember where I found it, because I found it the other day when I was doing stuff. This is the moment you waited for. Ah, select default day formats. This is what it is. So, Mondays are going to become Monday to Saturday. I'm going to quickly message the head of radio. Just to see what, but I'm pretty sure we have no more film talk. I know we have no more sports show or SLET. I've no idea about recall therapy, so we will leave Wednesdays because I'm not automatically scheduled. Thursday should be right. Fridays we have a lot of shows, so I don't know what's going on with that as of yet. But basically, what I'm going to need to do is, when we have no more shows, I will set all of these to Monday to Saturday. I'll set these for the moment. So all of these to Monday to Saturday, and then supposedly I should be able to do a massive amount of things. I'm going to quickly set them now and try and remember to set Wednesday and Friday back. These should now be all set up properly. Okay. This is what it's set up as, so quite a simple schedule. And then supposedly if I go into logs, if I make multiple schedules, yep, proceed, number of schedules, 2. After the schedule is created, you will be able to create only 6 more schedules in this database. Oh dear. After these schedules are completed, you'll be able to create only 6 more schedules with this database. Please contact Music One to update your license. Proceed. That's a worrying thing to come up. But yeah, that's really worrying because I was planning on creating hundreds of schedules. I'm going to quickly take a picture of this. So hopefully these schedules should, well, because this is really unhelpful because Saturday and Sunday are always usually fine. Yeah, that all looks good. So that does work. However, that is very worrying that it said I can only create 6 more schedules. What happens if I try and schedule Monday? Oh dear. I can only create 5. Can I only create 4 now? Oh no. That's not going to be fun. Okay. I might have to contact the current head of radio and see what can be done about that. That's going to be fun things I'm going to need to deal with. Currently, as we may have a problem. I'll wait until Owen messages me back, which will hopefully be relatively soon, because I might have to contact Music One today, which isn't really something I was planning on doing, but it's something I can do. It's not outside of my power. That's going to be fun to sort. Well, it shouldn't be too bad. It looks like... I don't know what our... Give me a second. Oh, you can't see anyway. It's fine. I thought you would be able to see everything I was doing. I'm just going to quickly see if that has any information about our license. Come back database. Cognitive research. Visit 1. You can only schedule 2 more days with this database. I'm going to contact the next best person, probably the best person, to see if they're currently free. I've now contacted 2 people, because this is something I very much don't know if has ever been encountered before. So we will have to wait and see if... And actually, this is a game. Who do we think is going to respond first? Joshua or Owen? I have my bets that it'll probably be Owen, but I don't know when that will be. So who knows? Shouldn't affect me today, but will very much affect me at some point. Let's quickly check, because I need to make sure that I have unscheduled someone for Friday. Tapping on the glass, waving through a window. Got another song. Lovely. Love when I have another song. 63 divided by 112. Are you... You come on the stream to get me to do maths for you? Here you go. It's that. It's that. Look, you're staring at it. That's your answer. I've become a calculator. I did say good luck. I wished you luck in your practice paper. Just progressively waiting for a response because of the delay. I hope Project Honk is actually showing. It should be. I'm gonna... You've got the answer now. You don't need the calculator up anymore. Can you feel the man? I need to look up some things. Compress database. Database. I'm coming. Wait for me. I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming with you. Wait, I'm coming. On your way. Show the way. All the way. I feel it. It sounds like rain. Hello everyone at home. I'm currently in communication with other members of Phantom because there might be a problem to do with our scheduling. Give me 2 seconds and I will be with you. So I was doing some editing of some of the show clocks because they have a command in them that they shouldn't, and realised that it said we can only make 5 more schedules. For anyone that doesn't know, a schedule is relative to a day. So that might be a bit of a problem, because if we can only make 5 more schedules. That could lead to us not being able to schedule more than 5 days. I'm seeing your shoulder when you lean back. Yeah, you are a little bit. You are sitting just about on my shoulder. Yeah, the geese are technically you, but it's not chat linked at the moment, so it just this is the default test state, which is me and you because of how I had it set up. Maybe. We'll see what I'm up to at that point. But yes, if we're not able to schedule more than there'll be nothing running through summer, nor will there be anything next year other than 5 shows by the look of it, or 5. No, because it's 5 days from when it's last scheduled. No. So hopefully that might be a Josh. Yeah, it's definitely something I'm going to talk to Josh about. I have messaged him, but I imagine he's probably at work at the moment. So I think there's a button that might fix it, but I don't want to press it. Right, hang on. Music 1, everyone. There's a button here that says compact database. And when I try and create a new log, it says you cannot create any more in this database. The schedule is completed. You'll only be able to create 5 more schedules with this database. We'll ask Josh tomorrow as he's training. What's that for a show? No, it's not you because you joined the stream. It's you because they're kind of hidden. It's you because you're one of the test cases. Oh no. Sorry, Radio. I'll be back. Enjoy the songs. Second time I've run into because I've been doing stuff. I don't think so. Give me a second. I have a voice message from Owen. I will be back. Yeah, he's probably busy, to be fair. He's probably at work. Which is fair enough, but you know. Phantom problems. It's in the cupboard. Behind the clothes. And the problem is, I searched up what compact database does, and it didn't tell me. In fact, searching compact gives you absolutely nothing. Music 1. Going to quickly scroll until I see anything. What version do we have? We get a bunch of interesting things from here. Why does nowhere have any idea what this button does? Anything about database? Anything in system settings that's relevant? Found it. No problem. What is automation? General? Insert specific parameters. Cancel. I am confused. I cannot find the things. I'm gonna have to just keep doing research until I find out what compact database. Music 1. Doesn't actually tell you what it's at the bottom of the cupboard under. It's either at the complete bottom or it's in the drawer just above that. You know. Two songs. 3 songs. I just told you where I put the towels. They're either at the bottom of the cupboard, or they're in the bottom drawer. No, I don't think so. Thank you. I think I should be fine. Yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you. Where is this though? Where is the database? I feel like, so from my research, compacting the database should only really affect the track metadata. But I'm confused. Have we added too many songs? I'm going to quickly see if I can find... This is not the right email. Sign out. You could be a mom. For love, we could be immortals. Can't find the stuff. There was a very big delay between me sending the initial one and the question marks, then you saw them both very quickly. Oh, okay. So I answered both of them basically at the same time. Fair enough. I'm trying to get into Outlook and it's not letting me. Sign in. Use another account to sign into Outlook. Use this one. Use another account. No, I don't. I'll use this account. The uni systems are annoying me. Edge. Are you gonna be better? Outlook. It's already signed in. Lovely. Okay. Okay. I have found the person. Done on the first. And we have a contact. 5:2? 5 minutes to. That should be about right. I have nothing to do after this, so 5:2 should be about good. You're strong and be just fine. Do another round. I wanna love enough. I know my tears have been used up for another love. Love. All my tears have been used up. Another love. Another love. And my tears have been used up on another love. Another love. Tears have been used. Okay. Yes, that should be fine. Hopefully not. I don't think I've been singing. I have, but it's been separate songs, and it's technically a cover, and we have the license for it. I will keep an eye on the YouTube to make sure that we don't get copyright struck. And if we do, then I will fight it, because we have the rights to this music anyway. We have the rights to show this music. So, or this stream just won't go live, that's fine. it's because I've been reading through a bunch of the emails we've done with M1, Music One, and just to see if there was anything about this, or like the last time we got our license renewed. And I found that we have a liaison, Steve. So hopefully it should be a relatively easy thing to get sorted. But we will see tomorrow what Josh thinks about it. Because he's the one with the knowledge. So if we have the right to it, why don't we play music on stream normally then? Because even though we have the right to use this music, YouTube or people on YouTube will automatically copyright strike it. Because we have bought the rights to play this music, but because of the way YouTube works, it will be instantly struck anyway, because it's guilty until proven innocent rather than innocent until proven guilty. Hang on, I'm just looking at... This is the YouTube dashboard. I love this. They're just basically sitting perfectly on these lines. But yes, because of that, it will instantly copyright. We'd have to fight every song claim for every stream, and we play like so many songs on each stream that it's insane. What if, let's say most streams are about 2 hours, in that hour you're going to play like 30 songs, so 60 songs. It's not worth it. The Phantom Radio, live from Kettleston Road. Hello and welcome to the end of Behind the Desk. It is 5 minutes to 7 here at the Phantom Studio. And that is the end of the show. It's been a bit of an interesting one this time. See you in a minute. It's been a bit of an interesting show. A lot of things have happened, but Project Honk is semi-working, which is always good. Talked about a couple of things, and I've talked about this is the last show. Not the last show I'm going to be in this semester, but the last behind the desk show I'm going to do this semester, which is sad, but the truth nonetheless. But if you would like to see me again before the end of the semester, then tune in tomorrow at, quickly looks up whatever time the show is at. Give me 2 seconds while I try and look up what time the SLET show is tomorrow. Logs. Thursday. I believe it's 5. Tune in at 5 tomorrow for the SLET radio show with a special guest, which should be very fun. If you want to hear me again, tune in at 5. If you don't, tune in at 5 anyway. The special guest you'll probably want to listen to, and Teo you'll want to listen to, even if you don't want to listen to me. But yeah, it's been really fun. This has been a really fun show to start. Even though I only started partly before the year, it's been really fun. I've really enjoyed it. For anyone that's listened at home, thank you so much for listening. It really does make my day when the viewer number goes up above 0. Even when it doesn't, it's just nice to have kind of an outlet just to chat, even if it is into a void. Maybe I should start streaming. Oh well. But no, I've really enjoyed the show, and I will definitely keep it going next year in whatever format it may take. I'll keep working on Project Honk and hopefully get Project Honk working, and I will post about it on Instagram, so keep an eye on my Instagram for that. But keep an eye on the Phantom Instagram, Phantom Media AC, Phantom Media US, for any updates on any other shows running. But from me here in the studio for the last time this semester, I hope you have a good day. See you later. Bye stream, I've had an amazing time. I hope you have a good evening. Tune into the rest of the shows that are on if they're doing streams. There should be a stream on the SLET tomorrow. But yeah, from me, again, this is me tuning out. I will leave you with music for a little bit, and then we'll be done. Enjoy the geese.